So go ahead and find that nice tall spine and shift into your hips a little bit and find the full length up nice and tall. And let your shoulders release away. I like your t-shirt. That's close enough. Let your shoulders relax, lengthen through the back of your neck. Now, as you inhale, you want to feel your spine lift up and the top of your head reach toward the sky. Remember, if folded legs don't work for you, feel free to shoot your legs out, one leg, both legs, whatever works. And then on your next inhale, drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Now take your left elbow and shoulder and pull that side down. So that left one's pulling down, your right one's dropping to the right. Then tilt your chin in toward the top of your right collarbone and let your forehead get heavy there. We're still drawing that left shoulder away. Then you let your chin drop to the center, relax your shoulders. Then draw your left ear to your left shoulder. Take that right shoulder and elbow and pull them down and away. And then drop your chin to the top of your left collarbone. Let your forehead get heavy, still drawing that right shoulder down. And then drop your chin to the center and just look forward. Take a nice deep breath, inhale up. Reach your fingertips to the sky and turn your palms to face each other. Make your right side taller. Drop your left arm down and reach that right arm over. Turn the palm and look underneath. Now, as you inhale, try to lift your right rib cage a little closer to the sky. Inhale. Then exhale, sweep your right hand across the front. Let it drop to the right. Make sure the shoulder releases. Your left arm now reaches over. Turn the palm and look under. Then inhale, lift your left lung. And exhale, sweep your left arm forward. Bring both arms straight up to the sky. On your exhale, release your arms out and draw your thumbs back and look up a little bit. So now we're opening across the front of the chest. And then we'll take our fingertips and reach them behind. So your thumbs are on the outside, pinky fingers on the inside. Do a big shoulder roll and press off your fingertips and lift your torso a little higher. Now see if you can walk your hands a little further back and your pinky fingers closer together. Nice. Keep those shoulders back. Now shift a little over to your right. So you feel the front of your right shoulder get more space. And then gently shift over to your left. Then shift back to your center. Drop your chin to your chest and walk your hands in. Inhale, reach up tall. Now we'll take that long side waist. Keep it tall as you drop your hands forward. And this time you'll walk your fingertips and let your elbows start get heavy toward the floor. They don't have to touch the floor, but they will for some of you. And just feel that still long spine with your sits bones reaching back. You should feel the lower back space getting some length. And then we'll continue to walk the hands a little further forward if you have a little more room to go. Take one more inhale. Then we'll walk the hands in. Lift your torso, bend your knees in so your ankles are crossed or your shins, and you'll wrap your elbows around the outside of your knees. Drop your chin to your chest and then pull your shoulder blades away. Now, if this isn't nice with your arms wrapped around your knees, maybe you wrap them around the back of your legs, wherever it feels good for you. Really let your forehead and chin get heavy and feel the shoulder blades reach further away. Then pull against your knees and lift your torso back up. Uncross your feet. Bring your hands behind the back of your knees and lift your ribcage tall. Then hinge your torso back until you feel what we call our girdle, like wrap in, keep the ribcage up, then lift your toes. Bring your arms out. Now on your exhale, you're going to push your heels and round your spine down. Reach your arms out long. Stretch everything from your fingertips to your toes. Then sweep your arms forward, look at your toes, draw your belly space, your knees and chest will come together. We come back into that V shape And we lift our toes, push the heels round. Inhale, reach over. Bring your arms forward, look at your toes. Draw your belly, knees and arms come together. You can always bring your hands behind your knees that support that. One more time, exhale, push your heels. Inhale, reach your arms. Sweep your arms forward, look at your toes. Knees and chest come together. Nice. Find that tall lift, drop your hands to your knees again, and come up onto those sits bones, right? That should release your core space. And then we'll keep the spine long and hinge back again. Then we'll release our arms and fold the elbows. Now you want your elbows to be straight out in front of your collarbones. You're going to take your right leg out. And you just tap your heel to the floor, but keep your knee soft. And then as you bring that right knee in, you're going to turn your whole torso so the left elbow comes across, your chin is lined up with your chest. And then you tap the heel out as you come back to center. We're staying on that side. Exhale, turn, inhale, tap. Exhale, turn, inhale, tap. So warming up those obliques, the rotators of the spine. Tap. Exhale, turn, inhale, tap. Exhale, turn, inhale, tap. Exhale, turn, inhale, tap. One more time. Exhale, turn, and tap. Slide that right foot in, grab your knees again, and lift up. Feel that nice release. Take a deep breath. And then hinge your torso back, arms out front, fold your elbows. Take your left heel, tap it away from you. As that left knee comes in, rotate your right shoulder across, and then tap and turn to center. Exhale, turn, inhale, tap. Exhale, turn, inhale, tap. Exhale, turn, inhale, tap. Exhale, turn, inhale, tap. Exhale, turn, inhale, one more. Exhale, turn, and tap. Slide the left leg in, grab your knees and lift. Take a breath. Nice. All right, so our feet are that hip distance apart again. Bring our arms back up. Lift your toes. Exhale, push your heels round up. Reach your arms out long and stretch out your whole body, fingertips to toes. Now this time you'll bring your right knee into your chest and either hands behind your hamstring or around the shin, hug it in close and release your lower back. Now at the same time, stretch your left toes away from you. So you feel that lengthening through the left and the release of the lower back on the right. Then we'll release that right knee, let that right leg go out, hug the left knee in close, again, either behind the hamstring or around low to the shin, and then take your right toes and stretch them away. Now we're going to just release the pull on that left leg. And again, you can have your hands behind the hamstring or around the knee. And we're going to crunch our body up toward that left leg. So our nose comes toward the knee. And we'll slide the right leg in and extend it out maybe 45-ish degrees or so. Round your shoulders up and inhale. On your exhale, switch knees. Draw in toward your right. Tuck your belly. Inhale, switch to your left. Exhale, so you're doing a crunching motion up toward that knee each time. Inhale on the left, exhale on the right. Nice. Inhale, switch left. Exhale, switch right. Two more times. Inhale to your left. Exhale to your right. One more each side. Inhale, tuck, lift. Exhale, tuck, lift. Inhale, shoulders flat. Slide your heels out, reach your arms out long. Do that full body stretch again. Now sweep your arms forward and look at your toes. Bring knees and chest to center. Lift up tall. Beautiful. All right, we're going to put this all together. So lift your ribcage tall, relax your shoulders. We'll do that roll down, roll up, rotation at the top, roll down, rotation at the bottom. Sounds like fun. Woohoo! Here we go. Tall spine. Here we go. Arms come up, hinge back, lift your toes. Push your heels round up. Inhale, reach stretch. Sweep your arms forward, draw your belly, tuck your glutes to lift your toes. Knees and chest come together. We fold our elbows. Tap your left heel up. Lift your right knee up. Turn your left shoulder to your right knee. So we're going to alternate sides. Inhale, center, left knee comes in. Tap your right heel, turn toward your left knee. Inhale, center. Tap left, turn left shoulder. Inhale, one more time. Tap right, turn left shoulder. Inhale, heels down, arms up. Push your heels away, round down. Inhale, reach over. Exhale, pull your right knee into your chest, either hands around the front or behind. Take that left leg up to your degree. Draw your shoulders in, nose toward knee, inhale. Exhale, switch draw up to your left. Inhale, switch draw up to your right. And exhale, switch draw up to your left. Inhale, both knees in. Shoulders release, slide your legs out, reach your arms long, full stretch. Sweep your arms forward, look at your toes. Knees and chest come together. We're gonna do that one more time. Inhale, top. Fold your elbows, hinge back, tap your right heel out, bring your right shoulder to your left knee. Inhale, center, right knee in. Tap your left heel, turn your left shoulder. Inhale, center, knees in. Tap right, turn. Inhale, center, and tap left, turn. Beautiful. Inhale, center, heels down, arms up, push round. Inhale, reach over. Bring your left knee into your chest, reaching around your shin and behind the leg. Draw your nose toward your knee, rounding your shoulders. Make sure you're not pulling on your forehead. Lift that right leg up. Inhale on your left. Exhale, lift to your right. Inhale to your left. And exhale to your right. Inhale, both knees in. Shoulders relax. Heels to the floor. Stretch out, lengthen everything, fingertips to toes. Sweep your arms forward, look at your toes, dry your belly, slide those heels and lift up. Grab onto your knees, nice. Should be warm. Yes? Toes stay. Oh, it sounds like it's pouring. You can hear it on the roof here. So here we're going to slide our right leg out. You're going to lift your left foot up and bring it over your right leg. Then reach your fingertips to the sky. Take your left hand behind your back like a kickstand. Bring your right elbow across your left knee. Push with that right elbow and look over your left shoulder. Take a long inhale. And exhale. Inhale, come back to your center and just do a gentle turn to your right. That just helps release your spine. And then come back to your center and uncross that left leg. Slide your right knee in, lift it up and place it over your left leg. Reach your fingertips to the sky. Bring your right hand behind like a kickstand, left elbow around the knee. Press with that left elbow, look over the right shoulder. Sides of the waist are nice and tall. We breathe, inhale and exhale. Inhale, we just take our upper body and turn it gently to the left to release the spine. Then we'll come back to our center, uncross that right leg, slide both legs out, flexing your ankles. Press down that space behind your knees and sit up tall. Then as you bring your arms out, make sure you're not pulling your shoulders forward. They're staying down and back. And we'll hinge right into that hip crease and reach straight toward that space over the toes. Press in the back of the knees down, lifting the heels up if you can. Inhale, lift the side of your waist. Exhale, try to deepen that hinge a little bit. One more inhale. Now let your heels drop, let your elbows drop, and let your head hang toward your knees. Just a nice spinal release there. As you round your spine up, we'll bring our knees over to one side and bring our torsos forward. Here, as we find our table first, you're just going to shift your hips a little bit side to side. And then as you look down at your hands, make sure you're spreading your fingertips wide. Tuck your toes at the back of your neck. Now, lift your knees up and reach your rib cage through. Keep your knees bent first until you push off your palms and reach your rib cage as close to your thighs as you can. And then keeping your upper body where it is, lift your tailbone, lengthening the back of your knees. Let your heels reach toward the floor. Chest is reaching through. We breathe, inhale, and exhale. Then we'll lift our knees up, tap your knees to the floor. Sit your hips towards your heels. So you feel that in the arches of the feet. We'll slide our hands forward and let your forehead come down to rest. Take a deep breath, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, we're going to bring our torsos forward, shoulders over fingertips. Push your heels back and find your plank. And always remember that if knees down works better for you, you're welcome to stay there. We'll take our shoulders back and lengthen through the back of the neck. Now bring your right knee in and just let it hover for a moment underneath your hip. So by hovering that knee, that forces your core space to tone in. Then lower that right knee down. Keeping your left toe to the back, reach your right arm over the top of your head. And then work towards lifting your left foot off the floor, pushing the heel and stretching it back. And maybe lifting the toes of your right foot as well. We'll hold that bird dog. Inhale and exhale. Then bring that right hand down and step your left toe back and then your right. So we go back to our plank, long that chin off the chest. This time the left knee comes in and it hovers under the hip, finding that core engagement. And then the left knee lowers down. The left arm reaches forward over your ear, and the right toes lift. The heel presses toward the back wall. Maybe the toes of the left foot lift. Find that long stretch from fingertip to heel. Then we'll bring that left hand and right knee down. So we're back to our table. Tuck your toes again at the back of your mat and sit into your heels. Let your fingertips slide forward, allowing your forehead to reach toward the floor. Maybe it will rest fully. We'll take a long inhale. Then on our exhale, we're going to shift forward, bring in shoulders over fingertips so we're in knee plank. Tone your belly space in. Now, hug your elbows to your ribs and just come down to whatever depth works for you. And then push straight up. Ready? Shoulders over fingertips, elbows in, chin up the chest, and then you push. Nice. This time we're going all the way down. So let your elbows come in, and then lower your hips. Slide your elbows forward and lift out of the top of your head. This is a great place to press the back of your hands together to stretch your wrists. Or maybe you bring your arms a little further in, shoulders back, and lift those elbows up. And we breathe. And on our exhale, we're going to lower the rib cage down. Now you're going to fold your forearms underneath your forehead and let your forehead rest on the back of your hands. Now, take your belly button and pull it away from the floor. So you feel it make a little space between your belly button and the floor. That's going to help support your lower back. We're going to take our right leg and lift, peel the thigh if you can off the floor. Now, on your exhale, you're going to switch legs. Your left leg goes up, your right leg comes down. Maybe the toes of your right foot stay off the floor. Ready? Inhale, switch right leg up. Exhale, switch left leg up. Inhale, right. Exhale, left. Inhale, right. Exhale, left. Inhale, right. Exhale, left. One more time. Inhale, right. And exhale, left. Inhale, lower both your feet down. You should feel your lower back to relax when you do that. Now move your hands in next to your rib cage. Pull your shoulders back, your elbows in tight. Do that tuck of your belly again and press up. Tuck your toes and sit to your heels. Let your forehead again reach toward the floor. And take a long inhale. Exhale, side away. You've got 2 more long breaths there. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more long breath. Inhale. And exhale. Then those hands are wide at the front. We'll shift our shoulders. Tuck your toes and come back to your plank. We're doing that series again. Biceps turn forward, long spine. Right knee comes in and hovers under the hip. Belly is toned down. Then that right knee comes down. Your right arm reaches forward. Your left toes lift at the back. Brace your core. Maybe you lift the toes of your right foot as well to challenge your balance there. Then that right hand comes down. The left toe steps back, and then the right toe steps back. We're back to our plank. That left knee comes in and hovers again. Use your core there. Lower the left knee down. Take your left arm over the top of your head. Lift your right toes. Your heel is reaching to the back wall. Maybe the toes of your left foot lift. Hold, inhale. Left hand comes down. This time your right knee comes down. You tuck your toes again. Sit to your heels and reach your arms forward. Fingertips are spread wide, shoulder distance apart. Shift your shoulders over your fingertips to knee plank. Now, if you know you like to do hovers from your toes, you're welcome to lift those knees. Here we go. Elbows in. Push straight up. One more full one. Elbows in. Push straight up. This time, elbows come in. You lower your hips and knees. Pull your shoulders back. Slide your arms forward if you like. Lift out of the top of your head. If you like full up dog, you can lengthen those arms. Maybe even press the tops of your feet down and lift your kneecaps. Hold, inhale. Exhale, we lower. Here's where we fold those forearms underneath. So we're going to challenge our lower back space a little deeper by lifting our rib cage here. If it's too much for your lower back, please keep your arms down on the floor. So take a breath, inhale. Draw your belly space in. Lift your elbows up off the floor. Let your head rest on the back of your arms. Now take your left leg high. Now inhale, switch right. Exhale, left. Inhale, right. Exhale. Lift, right. Left. Lift. Breathe. Two more. Switch, lift. Lift. One more. Switch. And both legs lower down. Bend your knees and windshield wiper your hips from side to side. Good work. Just let those legs rock fully to each side, releasing the hips. And then we'll move our hands back alongside the rib cage. Draw your belly space away from the floor and push. This time we'll shift your knees wide into your hips and find your child's pose. So remember, if child's pose isn't comfortable for your knees or hips, you might lift your hips up and let your forehead rest on the back of your forearms, right, in that puppy pose instead of the child's pose. Maybe you rest your forehead on the back of your hands, or maybe you let your arms rest to the sides of your body, whatever feels best for you. Long, slow inhale through the nose. And exhale. One more long breath, inhale. And exhale. Here we're going to gently round the spine up. You might choose to lift up off your knees if that feels better for you. We'll take the fingertips to the sky. And then bring your arms to the side and reach your thumbs back. And we're just opening across the front of the chest and shoulders. Then we'll turn our palms back and let your arms rest across your lower back. Now see if you can do a shoulder roll back and move your gaze a little bit up. So this is a nice release for your shoulders, especially if you tend to be working in that forward computer-like position most of the day. Then we'll release our arms. Tuck your toes at the back. We're going to be at the back of our mats here, so you can shift back. And then when you're ready, lift your knees up. But this time I want you to step your feet out wide and maybe still have your heels on your mat, but your toes out at 45 degrees. Then we're going to move our hands onto our thighs. And we're starting with that long spine here, just like flat back. And if you find you have to shift your feet wider, go ahead. As you push off your thighs, try to lift your torso up. So you're in a wide squat, your knees are pointed in the same direction as your toes. And then you're just going to shift a little bit side to side, like from heel to heel. And then see if you can't lower your tailbone down a little bit. And just kind of work into this space wherever it works for you. Some of you will be able to bring your elbows on the inside of your knees and keep that long spine and lower the tailbone. But if it doesn't work, don't go there, right? We just breathe. Maybe we do a little more shifting. This is just a really nice hip opener. Then we'll bring our hands back to our thighs and lift the hips. Oh. And then heel toe your feet back in so they're hip distance and just let your body ragdoll. Let your head hang heavy. Let your arms go heavy. I know I'm gonna put my head off. Don't move that. So we're in that super loose ragdoll, nice and easy. And then give your knees a little bend and move your hands to your thighs. Tuck your chin to your chest and round your spine slowly up till your shoulders come back and we reach our arms into our mountain. Now just shift into your feet a little bit back and forth. And to get the computer correct. Relax your shoulders, mountain pose. Inhale, reach up top. Now feel your palms turn in. Release your shoulders away from your ears and fold 3 fingers together. So your index finger and thumb are still lifted. Now your right hand is going to pull your left arm over. You get that nice side bend. Then inhale, come up to your center. Use your left hand to draw your right side over and look to your right. Then inhale back to your center. Move your hands out front and look up at your thumbs. Draw in through your belly space. Find those nice inner thighs and lift your heels. See if you can feel like your inner ankles are being drawn toward each other. Then bring your hands to your heart and lower your heels. Now, 5 fingers together. Reach your arms straight out as you sit into a chair pose. Now we're going to take our left arm and continue to reach it forward and reach the right arm to the back. So our hips and knees are staying even to the front, but we're rotating the waist. And then the right arm will pull forward, and your right arm and right shoulder and rib cage will reach, and your left arm will reach back. And then that left arm will come forward, and we'll lift all the way up. Ha. Release your arms to the side, back to your mountain. Shoulders are relaxed away from your ears. Bring your weight onto your left foot and bend your right knee. Move your hands back to your heart. So if you press your palms together, you should notice it kind of, you feel that wrapping of what we call our girdle again, right? Those core muscles. We're going to bring that right knee out to the front. We're trying to form that right shelf right out of the hip. Hold, inhale. Now take that right heel out and give it a step straight down. Now check your feet. It should be like you're standing on railroad tracks. Both toes pointed ahead. There's a little space in between. We'll do that 3-finger fold again and reach our fingertips to the sky. Now you're going to hinge straight forward, keeping that right leg as straight as you can. Reach your torso up. Now keep your left fingertip reaching forward and drop your right hand straight down. So it lands maybe on that right shin or up onto the thigh. Now see if you can reach your left hand further forward. Can you lengthen your spine? Breathe, inhale. Bend your right knee and reach both arms up. Here you're going to bring your hands back to your heart and bring your weight to your right leg. Now you're going to move your left foot into tree pose. So maybe your foot is down on the calf or toward the ankle, or maybe it's into that inner thigh. Then see if you can square your hips, but still reach that left knee out. The press of the palms is going to remind your core to try to stay still. See if you can move your gaze up toward the sky. Keep your tree as still as you can. One more inhale. Now step your left foot down. Shake out your legs. Ah, beautiful. Back to the start. Inhale, we fill it up. Here we go. Fingertips reaching to the sky. We fold our 3 fingers, but now bring the opposite pinky finger to the front, so it feels weird. Use your left hand to draw your right side up and over. Peek under your right arm. Inhale, lift up top. Use your right side to draw your left side over, peek to your left. Inhale, lift up top. Move those arms forward, relaxing your shoulders. Look at your thumbs. Feel those inner thighs, inner knees, and ankles draw towards center. When you're ready, lift your heels. Try to find your balance. Hold, inhale, and exhale. Bring your hands to your heart and lower your heels and sit into that chair pose. Make sure your legs are aligned, hips are even. Reach your arms up front. Right arm continues to reach forward, left arm will reach back as you deepen into your hips. Then your left arm will pull straight forward. Right arm will reach back as left arm reaches forward. Then your right arm will pull forward and we'll press straight up. Bring your hands to your heart. Relax your shoulders. Bring your weight to your right foot, bend your left knee. So again, the press of the hands helps keep that core center, but shoulders relax. When you're ready, that left knee comes out front. We hold, inhale, try to spread your toes and flex your ankle. That helps keep that leg still. Then we'll extend that left heel out and it will step down onto those railroad tracks. Our hips are square with our shoulders. Both legs are straight. We fold those 3 fingers that funny way again. And then we reach our arms out and hinge from that hip crease. Trying to drop your ears between your biceps. Then keep your right finger reaching forward as you drop your left hand down. See if you can lengthen your spine. Lift out of that left hip, feel that hamstring. Hold, inhale, and exhale. Bend your left knee. Here we reach our fingertips back up. Hands to your heart, bring your weight to your left. Find your focus, right foot into your tree pose. Again, maybe start down low where you can tap your toes. Maybe onto your calf, maybe your inner thigh. Then square your hips, rotate that knee open, press your palms. See if you can move your gaze upward. Hold, inhale, and exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, right foot steps. We release the arms, we shake out the legs. Good work. Let your arms go heavy and just ragdoll your way down. So chest drops toward the thighs, head hangs toward the toes. Just let your whole body release. Full inhale, easy exhale. Fingertips find the floor. We'll walk our toes back and bring your knees to the floor. Find that table position. Press off your palms around the cat's spine, tucking your chin, letting your forehead get heavy. Then release your rib cage into half. Then square your hips and shoulders. We're back into that table. So our fingertips are spread wide, our biceps are turned forward. We'll step left foot back, then right, and there's that plank pose. Breathe, inhale. Let your right knee come in and hover under your hip. Bring the right knee down, bring your right arm forward, lift your left toes up. Maybe your right toe stay off the floor, your choice. Hold, inhale. Exhale, right hand and left toe come down. Right toe steps back. Left knee comes in and hovers under the hip. Then that left knee comes down. Left arm forward, right toes lifted back. Hold, inhale, and exhale. This time that right knee comes down with the left hand. We tuck the toes, press back into our heels, and slide the arms forward, letting the forehead come down toward the floor. Take a long breath, inhale. Exhale, shift your shoulders forward. Here you find that hover position. Maybe it's a knee, maybe it's toes. Breathe, inhale. Your elbows try to hug the rib cage as you lower, and then you push. And remember how far you go, just where it works for you. Elbows come in, and we push. This time we move all the way down. Elbows come in, hips drop, toes drop, shoulders pull away. Maybe you keep your arms back for up dog or move them forward. Whatever feels best, relax your shoulders. Take a breath, inhale. Exhale, lower your rib cage down. So I'm going to give you one more challenge for that lower back work, and you can decide whether you want your arms folded in here or reach your arms out front. Right? And if your lower back feels it too much, and then please fold your arms out. So draw your belly space again. Your right leg will peel this off the floor. If you're doing arms out front, reach your left arm out front. Then inhale, switch arms and legs. Lift your chest, look forward. Inhale, lift, yeah. Exhale, switch. Inhale, switch. Exhale, switch. Again, maybe you're here, inhale, or here, exhale. Inhale, exhale, two more. Inhale, and exhale. Lower everything down. Good work. Bend your knees, windshield wipers. Long breaths. Side away. Then we move our hands to the sides of the waist. Draw your belly space, press up. Slide into your child's pose, releasing your hips. Let your forehead rest. Breathe. Side away. If any shifting out of ribs or hips feels best for you, please go there. Maybe reaching your arms to the side works better. And then we'll gently round the spine up. We'll do that tuck of the toes at the back and sit back into your heels. Then as you lift your hips, we'll do that step of wider feet again. So we're kind of like frog feet, toes out, heels in, and move your hands to your thighs. So we have our full length of our spine here, and we start lowering the tailbone and lifting the rib cage. So maybe you just stay here and you shift a little bit side to side. Maybe you work that tailbone down. You do want your feet to be as flat as you can get them to the floor. Some will bring your hands in, push your knees out. Again, it's wherever it works for your hips. We take a full long inhale. And then the exhale presses hands to the thighs, the hips left. Heel toe your feet back in. Your hands are still above your knees. You're going to drop your chin to your chest. Press off your thighs and round your spine up. Bring your shoulders away and find your mountain pose. Relax through those shoulders. Reach your fingertips down. Inhale, reach up tall, folding 3 fingers together. Right arm draws the left side over, we peek to the left. Inhale, we lift. Left arm draws the right side over, we peek to the right. Inhale, we lift. We move our arms forward so we can look at our thumbs. We tone into that belly space and inner thighs. Now this time I want you to close your eyes. Draw in, find that girdle, and then try to lift your heels and find your balance. Hold it. Try to create stillness. Open your eyes, bring your heels to the floor, lower your arms. Sit into your chair, reaching your arms forward. Left arm reaches forward, right arm reaches back. Try to even your knees and hips. Right arm then pulls forward. Right arm reaches for the left arm to the back. Left arm pulls forward. Hands to your thighs. Release your rib cage, lift your hips. Draw your spine, lift your heart. Shoulders wide. Fill it up. Nice. All right. So we bring our hands to our heart. We bring our weight to our right foot. Bend your left knee. Press your palms. Remind yourself of your core. We're going to add a little more difficulty this time. That left knee will come out front. We'll spread our toes. Now, trying to keep your knee to the center. See if you can rotate your upper body to the left. Look over your left shoulder. Now extend your left foot forward. Turn your body to center and step that left foot down. Square your hips and shoulders. Fold your 3 fingers. Reach your arms out. Stretch straight out, dropping your chest, biceps, and ears in alignment if you can. Right arm continues to reach as the left arm comes down. Then this time, see if you can slide that left hand down a little further. Can you keep that left hip lifted up and pulling back? Then bend your left knee, reach your fingertips up. Bring your hands back to your heart. Find your center, lift that right heel. When you're ready, move into your tree, wherever it's working for you. Square your hips, rotate open the knee. Then see if you can move your gaze upward. Inhale and exhale. Very nice. Step that right foot down. Give your legs a little shake. Good work. Just one side left. So again, we find those strong feet. We reach the fingertips to the sky. Hold your 3 fingers the funny way. Use your left hand to draw your right side over. Reach your right. Inhale, lift up. Use your right arm to draw your left side over. Reach your left. Inhale, lift up. Move your arms forward. Relax your shoulders. All right, here we go again. Close your eyes. Focus on engaging that core space. The belly draws in, inner thighs engage. And when you're ready, try to lift your heels. Try to create stillness. Hold, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, heels to the floor, hands to the heart. Sideways tall, sit into your chair. Reach your arms forward. Continue to reach your right arm as your left arm reaches back, squaring off those hips and knees. Left arm to the front, right arm to the back. Both arms forward, hands to your thighs. Lift your hips, press round your spine all the way up. Back to our mountain. Inhale, fill it up. Bring your weight to your left foot, hands to your heart. When you're ready, square those hips and shoulders, press your palms, right knee comes out. Again, flex the ankle, spread the toes. And then keeping hands to the center of your heart, see if you can rotate your upper body to the right. Hold, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, extend that right foot out. Turn your body to center, step your right foot on those train tracks. Then adjust into squared hips. Fold 3 fingers again. Reach out. Drop your chest down. Lift that right hip up and back. Right arm releases. Left arm continues to reach forward. Then we work to any degree to lower that right side down, but you balance it with the left so your shoulders stay square. One more inhale. Bend your right knee. Reach your fingertips to the sky. Hands to your heart. Press to find your core. Lift that left heel. When you're ready, squared hips and shoulders, tree pose. Breathe. Can you move your gaze upward? Find a focal point, hold it, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, left foot steps. Arms release. Shake it out. Good work. Super loosey-goosey ragdolly. We'll gently move our body into that full ragdoll, letting it hang out, head heavy. Softness in your knees. Walk your toes to give enough space for your knees to come down, and we'll bring our hips to one side and our legs around. Find your tall seat. Just take a full breath, inhale. We're just going to open that chest again. Bring your arms behind so you're on tented fingertips with pinky fingers toward each other. Then walk your hands, maybe you can go a little further back this time. Then you pull your shoulders back, open your chest up, move your gaze up. If you feel like you have more room, walk those fingertips even further back or closer together. Shift over a little to your left. Shift over a little to your right. And move back to your center. Walk your hands in. Reach your fingertips to the sky. Bring your right hand behind. Bring your left hand across your right knee. Press with that left hand. Look over your right shoulder. Take a full inhale. Then reach up tall. Rotate to your left. Right hand comes across. Look over your left. Tall sideways. And inhale back to your center. Beautiful. All right, we just got one more quick set, and then we'll do our full recovery. So we'll start with our knees out. Now, I can't remember if you guys have done rolling like a ball. I know you have. It's been here before, but I can't remember if you've done it recently. So let me just show one of what we're going to do. So we're going to come from our boat pose, which is this nice triangle with our shins as parallel to the floor as we can. And then you'll drop your toes. Let your shoulders release, soften your chin. You'll rock back to your shoulder blades. Kick your heels, and you're trying to find just enough to come up and go back into your boat pose. Okay? And I'll give you some options on the arms as we progress. But just make sure when you roll back, you're really softening your spine, just going to the bottom of your shoulder blades, not letting the back of your head or neck come to the floor. Okay? So hands behind your knees, lift your ribcage top. So the sides of the waist is tall, the shoulders are back, we hinge. And then you bring your legs up one at a time, shins parallel. You're always welcome to stay with one toe down if that's better for you. You can keep your hands back there, or you can bring your arms to the side. We take a full breath, inhale, and exhale. And then we do that, hands behind the knees, toes to the floor. Let your spine round, soften your chin, and then roll back to your shoulder blades. Kick your heels, draw your belly in, and lift back up and move back into your boat. Again, you can change your arms if you like, maybe even arms to the side. Inhale and exhale. And then knees and toes, chin softens, round, kick, come up, draw your belly space, come back to your boat. Any arms that you like. Hold inhale and exhale. And then toes, knees, chin to chest, rock back. One more time. Kick, lift up. Find that center. Your boat, wherever it's working for you, should be a little harder now, right? After you've done a couple. Then we soften. This time you're going to let it go. You're going to roll down and stay down. Oh, feels so good. Draw those knees in and maybe draw some circles so you feel that lower back space, getting that nice massage into the floor. You want to make sure your neck is relaxed, your jaw is softened. Then you're going to lower your heels to the floor. We're going to do a yoga bridge versus, we've been doing a Pilates bridge, which is this lift, right? And we do our whatever with our feet and our legs. So that's a glute, hamstring, lower back. strengthener. A yoga bridge is more of a back bend. So we're going to work on that. So our heels are in fairly close, right under our knees. So if you reach your arms to the side, your longest finger should just about graze the back of your heels. Some people with longer or shorter arms, it might work, it might not. But we're working in that. And then we'll bend our elbows 90 degrees, what we call robot arms. And you're going to use your arms to the sides of your waist to make sure you're lifting the sides of your waist evenly. So first what I want you to do is do a kind of a shoulder roll. You nudge your shoulder blades down and under and push into your elbows to lift the space behind your heart off the floor, right? So we're already starting a back bend of their upper back. And then we'll press into our feet. You'll lift your tailbone and then start lifting your rib cage up. Now you'll take your hands, if you can, and tuck your thumbs underneath your hip bones, right? So I'm rounded through my back space here versus Pilates bridge where we're keeping our spine long. So those hands, thumbs underneath your hips. Now lift your heels, get those hips up higher. See if you can press your thumbs under a little deeper and then lower your heels down to whatever degree works for you. We do want the weight to be back in toward our elbows and not pressing the back of our necks into the mat. We'll take a breath. And then you'll release your thumbs from underneath. Move your hands back to that robot position. We reverse it all. First, we lower the tailbone. So our heart's going to stay lifted, that space behind the heart. And then we'll let those elbows release out to the side and let that space behind our heart rest to the floor. Now just let your knees windshield wiper side to side. Right, so that's a yoga bridge, which is a back bend versus our Pilates hamstring glute strengthening bridge. All right, we're gonna get one more bridge in and you can take it to wherever it works for you. Bring those robot arms in. Now your feet are in close toward your hips. And then you press into your elbows and puff your chest up away from the floor. That's where that back bend stops. Back of your head is rested, jaw softened. Then you press into your feet to lift your tailbone. Then you continue to peel your spine up. See if you can tuck your thumbs under your hip bones. Lift your heels, get your hips higher. Can you use your thumbs to keep those hips up? And then lower your heels back down. Breathe, inhale. And exhale. Then we release our thumbs from underneath. Gently lower your tailbone down. Keep your heart lifted. Then release your elbows out to slide those shoulder blades out and release that space behind the heart. Now here I want you to just take your arms and fold them over the top of your head, what we call our butterfly arms, right? And then make your butterfly knees. Bring the bottoms of your feet together, let your knees drop out. And then just rock your knees from side to side. Right, just releasing the back bend space, letting those hips get a little room here. Then we'll bring our inner knees together and walk your toes out to the width of your mat, or maybe wider, especially if you have longer legs. Then take your right inner knee and reach it down toward the inside of your left ankle. So now we feel this stretch across the outside of that right hip. Now, if it feels like you can get a little deeper into that stretch, take your left foot and place it to your right outer thigh and let that left knee drop over with that right knee. Now, if that created too much stretch out of that right hip, then take that left foot off. Just enjoy that space. Breathe, inhale. Exhale, release. Take your left foot off if it found that right thigh. Now bring your right knee back up. Drop your left inner knee to the inside of your right ankle. Really reach it across like your inner knee is trying to touch the floor. And again, if you feel like you can handle more stretch, place your right ankle on your left outer thigh and let your right knee drop over with it. Again, if you find that's too much, take the foot back off. Just hold that space open. Long, slow inhale. Long, soft exhale. Then we'll remove that right foot if it's on there. Come back to our center. Hug your knees into your chest. Feel that nice release through that low back space, creating any movement that feels nice for you here. Now, as you release your knees, just come to whatever position with your toes above your heart feels nice for you. Maybe it's your dead bug, or your happy baby, or toes to the sky. This is often nice with hands underneath your hip bones too, or if you're using a block or a blanket under your hips. Then you just want to, from whatever position we've chosen, feel the weight of your body sink heavy into your joints. And your whole body kind of just melts down into your mat. Gets heavy. We let gravity take over. We feel that blood rushing back through our extremities, down, flushing through the heart. Our breaths start to soften. Then with your next breath, gently release your toes. Perhaps you go back to those butterflies or a knee knot or any variation of corpse pose. Feel those shoulder blades release down and wide. Maybe your hands rest your belly or alongside your body. And then we focus on our breath moving in and out just through the nose. Each breath gets longer and softer, but each breath also fills the lungs and empties the lungs. Long, slow, soft inhale through the nose. Just as long with that exhale. Then with your next breath, you'll start bringing movement back to your fingertips and toes, your ankles and wrists. We'll walk our feet in and do a couple of those windshield wipers. And then gently hug the knees to the chest, releasing through the lower back. If you feel best taking this position over to one side, just roll over to one side, knees are still drawn in. We've got one more long breath. And exhale it away. Then with your next breath, you'll move yourself into any comfortable seat. Feel your shoulders release into your back pockets. Take a long inhale. With your exhale, reach your fingertips to the sky and then move your hands to your heart space. And with a gentle bow forward, we say namaste. Thank you all. Thank you everyone at home.